smoking marijuana.
25 minutes on to 7 o'clock. This is where we say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Petey, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Good Morning Grenada for today, Tuesday, the 11th day of February 2025. Yours truly, Gordon Joseph, in your company. So happy to be here. Reaching out and saying good morning to my people. Yulin Alexander, Lydia Cameron, Michelle Daniel, Veronica Sandy, Cicely Blackman, Catherine Phillips, Monica Miros Williams. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yoland Swan is also in the building. Hope you're doing fine. Yep. Good morning, Lovey. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm, getting there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's head on to the word of the day. Today, what is effervescent. It is spelled EFFERVESCENT, effervescent. Yeah, that's the word of the day, as my guy tries to get it up on the screen. I'm going to make somebody start dancing and prancing now. Effervescent. EFFERVESCENT. Yep. It means lively and enthusiastic. Lively and enthusiastic. Here's how we can use it in a sentence. Her effervescent personality lit up the room. Remember yesterday it was jovial, so they sort of tied in, right? Jovial, cheerful, and friendly. And the sentence was, his jovial laugh could brighten everyone's day. I was speaking about Denzo then. This morning, we say her effervescent personality lit up the room. That was the word of the day. Good morning to Munich. Petlin, good morning to you and the family. All the wonderful folks in Munich. Yeah, good morning. The Maxwin family. Urban Mason and family. Branny, good morning. Eric Galba Mitchell. Joseph Harford, good morning, bro. How do you do? Rodney McIntyre, good morning. As a matter of fact, good morning to all the past teachers of the Granville Secondary School. Greta Joseph. Vashti Stanislaus, good morning. Wendell Maxwell. Sonny, good morning to you. Nice. Good. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Nadisha, good morning to you. Good morning to Chief and Eggies, the folks inside of Pomrose and Latans. Crowshoe, good morning. Macquin Service Station, good morning. As I journey to this distant land. Now it's important that you end each day with reflection. Reflect. Review your successes and areas for improvement. Reflections helps refine your journey. Reflection helps refine your journey. So every day you do an assessment of the day, what you did well and what your areas that you need to improve on and so forth. What it does, it helps refine your journey so that tomorrow, if God permits, you stand a better chance of doing things better. You understand? Yeah, the things that you didn't do so well today, if God permits and you survive tomorrow, you can approach them with a different methodology, a different way of doing it. Yeah? Good. 20 minutes on to 7. The nutritional health tip is up next. Holy Spirit, fill my soul. Holy Spirit, take my soul. Dr. Love, good morning, bro. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine, right? Ian Baker, good morning. Karen Archibald, my girl. How are you doing? Sylvina Charles. The nutritional health tip of the day is up next.
steps and you'll be fine. Drink lots of water.
You are at risk of developing chronic kidney disease if you suffer from type 1 or type 2 diabetes. Diabetic nephropathy is a condition where the kidneys become damaged over time due to uncontrolled diabetes. When your diabetes is uncontrolled due to practices like unhealthy eating habits, not taking medication as prescribed, and not self-monitoring glucose levels, this can have a severe effect on the kidneys over time. Uncontrolled diabetes can cause damage to small blood vessels of the kidneys that filter waste, toxins, and excess fluids from the blood, leading to kidney damage. According to the Center for Disease Control, each kidney is made up of millions of tiny filters called nephrons. Over time, high blood sugar from diabetes can damage these blood vessels in the kidneys so they don't work as well as they should. Many people with diabetes also develop high blood pressure, which can damage kidneys too. You are at risk of developing diabetic nephropathy if you have diabetes and your blood glucose is too high and if your blood pressure is too high. You are also at risk if you don't follow your diabetic eating plan, eat foods high in salt, do not exercise, are overweight, have heart disease, and have a family history of kidney disease. You can help to reduce your risk of diabetic nephropathy by managing your diabetes effectively, including seeing a nutritionist or dietitian for advice on healthy eating habits to help you manage your blood sugar and blood pressure. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
Rolls ring a bell? Yes, they keep the body working.
My good friend sent this Thankful Tuesday. Dear God, thank you for this new day, for your mercy and grace, for all the blessings in my life, for providing my every need, for being patient with me, for taking care of me and my loved ones, for your love. Thank you for everything. Good morning. He also sent this one. Tuesday blessings for family and friends. Every new day that God gives us is a gift and a blessing. Have an enjoyable and amazing day. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Someone needed to hear that. I certainly needed to hear that. All right, let's see what's buzzing this morning. What's buzzing? All right, Grenada to host a major investment forum. We also hear that the legal framework commences to create a regulatory body for CBI, that's citizenship by investment. CARICOM heads of government to assess a rapidly changing global landscape. In the region, Trinidad and Tobago removed from harmful tax practices list. Internationally, China's tit-for-tat tariffs on U.S. take effect. And in sports, St. Patrick's Cricket Council receives sponsorship boost from MP Dennis Cornwall. That's a great move. Oh yeah, those are the buzzing stories. We'll have the details to these and so much more coming up in the newscast.
My God is worthy to be praised.
Samantha Williams, good morning. Hilary Alexander, tell Joe, good morning.
My God is worthy to be praised. As I journey to this distant land, guide my steps away from temptation. 'Cause in my heart I know that
Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather is straight ahead.
don't be the things I see.
Are you ready for the ultimate celebration of love? Saturday, February 15th, Love Fest takes over the breathtaking Quarantine Point Recreational Park from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Live band performances from Boise and the Bad Squad Band, Ajamo, Cole Baldio, Solid the Band, Pan Wizards, plus DJ Danny, Mr. Cheeks, and Fearless Kevon. Indulge in chocolate making, candle making, outdoor dining, Latin dancing, Cupid's playground, a singles mixer, beauty bar, Love Fest shop, and a cocktail and drinks bar. Get your tickets now, just $100 for one, $180 for two, at Grenadian Optical, Melville Street and Spiceland Mall, Eventbrite, or go to fet.com, or pay more at the door. Visit www.yourlovefest.com for updates or follow at Your Love Fest on social media. See you at Love Fest, Saturday, February 15th at Quarantine Point Recreational Park.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. Coming up in the news, Grenada to host a major investment forum. A legal framework commences to create regulatory body for CBI. CARICOM heads of government to assess rapidly changing global landscape. In the region, TNT removed from harmful tax practices list. Internationally, China's tit-for-tat tariffs on U.S. take effect. And in sports, St. Patrick's Cricket Council receives sponsorship boost from MP Dennis Cornwall. We've got the details to this and more after these messages.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Gordon Joseph with the news in details. Members of Parliament in Grenada and the 4 other Eastern Caribbean territories with citizenship by investment programs will in the coming months approve legislation to create a regional regulatory body for the program, which has brought millions in revenue to all these states. The Interim Regulatory Commission (IRC) has selected legal drafting consultant Lydia Elliott to draft a uniform legislation that would enable the establishment of a regional regulator for citizenship by investment programs in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. A news release from the ECCB explains that Elliott was selected in a competitive process that followed the issuance of a request for proposals. She has extensive experience in the legal field, having worked in various positions across the region since 1981, including as a legal advisor to the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank from 1992 to 2003, so said the release. According to her contract, she will undertake the consultancy for a period of 7 months from 7th January to 6th August 2025. The release said a regional regulator will strengthen the transparency, accountability, and integrity of the CBI-CIP programs. The IRC was appointed by the CIP/CBI countries to oversee the establishment of the regional regulator. The 8-member IRC comprises of the following appointees: Antigua and Barbuda, we've got Lieutenant Colonel Edward Croft as Deputy Chair. A Commonwealth of Dominica, we've got Francine Barron. From Grenada, Julia Lawrence. From St. Kitts and Nevis, Archdeacon Isaiah Phillip. From St. Lucia, Everitus J.N. Marie, a CARICOM Implementation Agency for Crime and Security Joint Regional Communication Center, Rufus Ferdinand, from the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Commission, Kenneth Gabriel, and from the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Governor Timothy N.J. Antwine as the chair. Grenada will host the third edition of the Caribbean NDC Investment Forum and Marketplace, the St. Lucia-based organization of Eastern Caribbean States Commission has announced. It said that the March 31st to April 2nd event is being held in collaboration with several regional and international partners and will bring together policymakers, private sector leaders, development agencies, and investors to accelerate financing for climate action and resilience building in the Caribbean. The event is being sponsored by the Grenada government, the European Union Global Gateway, the Caribbean Development Bank, the OPEC Fund for International Development, the Global Green Growth Institute, and the NDC. It will be held under the theme Investing in Climate Action for a Resilient Future, and the OECS Commission said it will build on the successes of previous forums held in St. Lucia in 2018 and 2022 respectively. And finally, the Secretary General of the Caribbean Community, or CARICOM, Dr. Carla Barnett, says regional heads of government will assess challenges arising in the rapidly changing global context when they meet in Barbados from February 19th to 21st for the 48th regular meeting of the conference. In a message on the meeting's webpage, Barnett stated that the community will seek to devise solutions that advance regional integration and economic and social development. The Secretary General said CARICOM Chair, Prime Minister Mia Mottley of Barbados, will lead discussions on the progress being made on areas critical to a survival and growth, such as climate change, food and nutrition security, transportation, and the free movement of CARICOM nationals in the region. She noted that the theme of the meeting, strength in unity, forging Caribbean resilience, inclusive growth, and sustainable development, reflects CARICOM's awareness that its gains were under threat. Heads of government will welcome distinguished guests, including UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. And that concludes the first segment of news. The local segments, stay with us, the regional news and international developments are straight ahead. In the region, the Trinidad and Tobago government says the country has been removed from the list of countries deemed by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, to have harmful tax practices. The country's finance minister, Colm Elmbert, says Port of Spain was removed from the list of countries with such practices in February 25. It joins Anguilla, Barbados, Bermuda, the Virgin Islands, the Cayman Islands, and the Turks and Caicos Islands, whose policies are deemed not harmful. Peruvian police have rescued 123 women and girls who were being sexually exploited by a powerful Venezuelan gang, the force announced on Saturday. Hundreds of police officers took part in the Friday night raid in the Peruvian capital Lima, during which 23 alleged gang members were arrested. Police said 123 people, including 3 minors, were rescued, while a source within the force told AFP they were all women and girls. Those arrested are part of Los Hijos de Dios, a faction of Venezuela's biggest gang, Tren de Aragua, which has been operating in Peru since 2021. In January 2024, Peruvian police rescued 40 young girls who were being sexually exploited on social networks by the same criminal organization. Looking further afield, China's tit-for-tat import taxes on some American goods came into effect on Monday as the trade war between the world's two biggest economies escalates and U.S. President Donald Trump threatens to hit more countries with tariffs. Beijing announced the plan on February 4th, minutes after new U.S. levies of 10% on all Chinese products came into effect. On Sunday, Trump said he would impose a 25% tariff on all steel and aluminum imports into the U.S. Speaking to reporters on Air Force One en route to the Super Bowl, he also said he was planning reciprocal tariffs on other nations, but did not specify which ones would be targeted. And still with the U.S., President Donald Trump has said he is committed to buying and owning the Gaza Strip and relocating the 2 million Palestinians living there, despite global condemnation of the plan he unveiled last week. He told reporters that he might allow Middle East countries to be involved in rebuilding parts of the territory and that he would make sure the Palestinian refugees would live beautifully. Both the Palestinian Authority and the armed group Hamas, whose 16-month war with Israel has caused widespread devastation in Gaza, reiterated that Palestinian land was not for sale. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu praised Trump's proposal as revolutionary and creative. French President Emmanuel Macron has used artificial intelligence-generated deepfake videos to publicize the start of the AI Action Summit taking place in Paris. In a video posted on his social media accounts, Macron reacts to a montage of deepfaked videos of himself in popular films and US TV series by saying, "Nicely done." Videos of Macron inserted into popular media using AI have been circulating on French social media for the past few months. In October, he told Variety that deepfakes can be a form of harassment for some people. Some experts have questioned the use of deepfakes, saying normalizing them make it harder to spot fake news. That's the regional and international news. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Sporting fans, good morning. In a significant move to revitalize cricket in the parish of St. Patrick, the St. Patrick Cricket Council received a timely sponsorship from MP Dennis Cornwell. This sponsorship marks a pivotal moment for local cricket, which has faced challenges in recent years due to financial constraints. For over 5 years, the council struggled to organize cricket competitions, leaving players and fans longing for the thrill of the game. The generous support from Minister Cornwell will provide the necessary funds to kickstart various cricket activities and leagues in the area. The sponsorship aims not only to revive existing competitions, but also to promote grassroots cricket by investing in training and development programs for young athletes. The council plans to organize a series of tournaments and events that will engage the community and encourage participation in the sport. With this new support, the council hopes to foster a thriving cricket culture in St. Patrick. Great news. Still in cricket, Cricket West Indies CWI has officially passed a landmark set of governance reforms aimed at modernizing the organization, enhancing accountability, and ensuring long-term sustainability. The reforms were approved at a special meeting of members of Cricket West Indies Inc. on Sunday, February 9th, 2025. Among the most significant changes is the introduction of term limits for the positions of president and vice president, restricting them to a maximum of 3 terms of 3 years each. Additionally, the term length for these positions has been extended from 2 years to 3 years, a change that will take effect starting with the next CWI elections in March 2025. CWI President Dr. Kishore Salo hailed the reforms as a defining moment for the organization. That's the sports at this time. Stay with us. We'll have more sports during our luncheon edition. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead, followed by a recap of the headlines. And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we join forecaster on the focus desk at the Morris Bishop International Airport, Tricia Miller. Good morning, Tricia.
Good morning to you and good morning to you listeners of GBN. It's a fair morning here at the airport. Winds are from the east at 13 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 13.5 millibars, which is just above the mean, and it's rising. Present temperature 25.4 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 79%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 29.8 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 25.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, only 1 millimeter of rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA. This brings the total for the month so far to 14.4 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The weather is expected to be generally fair and windy, with a few light morning and nighttime showers. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 30.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate to rough, waves 7 to 10 feet in open waters, and marine advisory remains in effect. Tides will be low around 10 a.m. and high about 4 p.m. Sunset this evening at 6:12, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:30. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be generally fair and windy, with a few light morning and nighttime showers. From the Met Office, Tricia Miller.
Tricia, just before you run off, right? The dry season, our local dry season, is fast approaching, if it's not already here as yet. Any insight as to the severity of the dry season this year?
Well, so far from the outlook, what we're seeing, we're not expecting any drought or so, but that could change as the months go on. But so far, no. So far, we're not seeing any severity in terms of drought for the dry season.
That's good news for the farmers, right?
It is, yeah.
All right. Have a great day now.
Okay, you too.
All right, folks. The weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
Get so much more with Courts Ready Finance. Whether it's a furniture upgrade or appliance replacement, it's easy when you shop using Courts Ready Finance. Get more flexibility by choosing your payment terms, more affordability with low monthly payments, and more access with fast and easy application. Plus, there's no down payment and you make your first payment in 30 days. Get great deals and gifts with select purchase. Get so much more with Courts Ready Finance. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
It's 4 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Grenada to host a major investment forum. Legal work commences to create regulatory body for CBI. CARICOM heads of government to assess rapidly changing global landscape. In the region, we hear that Trinidad and Tobago has been removed from the harmful tax practices list. Internationally, China's tit-for-tat tariffs on U.S. take effect. And in sports, St. Patrick Cricket Council receives a sponsorship boost from MP Dennis Conwell. Good initiative, Honorable Dennis Conwell. And with that, we hope to see a resuscitation and a revamping of cricket in the parish of St. Patrick. Now that brings us to the end of the morning edition of news for today, Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we're with you anywhere and everywhere.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting, and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
Unlocking opportunities, Excel leads the way in digital advancement every single day. Fair internet access for all to share. Transparent billing with consumer care. Excel 3EC bill safeguarding our rights. Net neutrality, consumer protection shining bright. Mobile number portability available to you. Switch providers seamlessly. Keep the number true. Excel 3EC bill promoting fair play in the digital world. Every single day, affordable services are important for all. Through the EC bill, there'll be progress overall. Excel and the NTRCs connecting our communities.
Excel and the NTRCs digitally transforming our space together.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
All right, it's 10 minutes after 7 o'clock, and welcome to the conversation this morning. We've got a very busy morning this morning, as you know, on Tuesdays. Well, and we try to keep it as informative as possible. All right, so I've got with me in the studio currently Mr. Joel Mack. He was with me here sometime early last year. He is a Grenadian, of course, a seaman, and he is one of the persons, I think the first Grenadian to sail the North Atlantic solo. Joel, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent. Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, at home and abroad, and whosoever is listening and viewing again. It's a pleasure to be here again.
All right, good. Well, we've already established the fact that you're the first Grenadian, I think, to sail the North Atlantic
solo. Yeah.
Solo.
And that's 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you're about to embark on another mission, and could you give us some information, some insight into that?
That is basically it's a continuation, because it started off a solo transatlantic circumnavigation. So it's the continuation, which is to continue to the mission to sail around the world solo, and that's the general initiative.
Okay, to sail around the world solo.
Yes.
Okay.
It is for the first time going to be endeavored by a Grenadian. The first time and the only time it's ever been done by a black man. That was Teddy Seymour. Sad enough, he died sometime last year, and it's never been heard of because he didn't get the accolades that he should have. But that was in 1969, and since then it was never attempted by any Afro black man as such. And given the opportunity to do that, I embark on it, and I'm going holistically towards it because it's a very great initiative, a very great platform, a great feat to be achieved, and it's a very good way to be able to transform knowledge and to be able to empower, inspire, and motivate people, especially the young ones.
Okay. Now, in Grenada, right, we have quite a number of fisher folk. We have quite a number of marine enthusiasts. A lot of marine work is coming on stream. People are seeing the benefits of the sea and marine resources. A lot of energies are being put into protecting marine resources, but not very often we find Grenadians going that wide, like sailing solo across the Northern Atlantic and now embarking on a world tour solo. That's different. That's big. What pushed you to that?
Well, in 2006, I was given a job opportunity to deliver a boat to England. And I didn't take it because of finances. It didn't pay much, but I saw it was an opportunity. Well, let me go see what's on the other side. And with doing that, I achieved more than I expected. And when I was in the Azores, that is when it was made. It was brought to my attention that I am the first Grenadian to sail solo across the North Atlantic. And from that period, well, it went dormant for a little bit because of the response I got from my people. I was awarded the Common Award, to God be the glory, to Miss Joan Purcell. I came back here in November 2006 and worked with her to get it recognized. There's still a lot to be done about it to really get it to where it needs to be. It's Guinness World Record just the same. It's not there yet. And in 2015, it was revamped again because a friend of mine was looking for a crew, and it was revamped again. And from that day, I took it on. I didn't go sailing with him, but then I took it on to do it again and get it publicized as it should be and recorded, and to be able to highlight Grenada, in the way it should be done, not just like do it on my own, and when I'm finished then I just come and show up and say, well, I did it, and blah blah blah. No, I want it to be done. I want it to be followed step by step, that we can get the accolades and show the world that we can achieve a great feat. We have great people that can achieve great things. We have great minds, and we are stepping into that era of not saying that it cannot be done, but saying, yes, it can be done and I can do it.
Okay. Grenada just embarked on, we just had a sailing week. Okay, as such an ace sailor yourself, how involved were you in that?
I was not involved. I was, I must say, basically from ever since I've been faced with a lot of odds and a lot of obstacles. But being so at the same time, I haven't been invited or been given opportunities or been put in places to be able to be influential or to be able to use my expertise as should. And for being so is the fact that a lot of the influential people who are in that field, they don't recognize me as they should, and which is really sad. And
have you exposed yourself to them? Because I would pass you on the road and not knowing that is the caliber of person, your demeanor, after talking with you, then it's a different story. But have you presented yourself to them in such a way, expose yourself?
I've done, because since my second sailing was 2016 to the Azores back here, 2018. When I got back here, I didn't have any media coverage because communication, everything was sort of like, lame. But in that event since 2018, I did meet with Miss Nicoyan Roberts. They did invite me to the Grenada Boat Show. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yes,
in 2018. Yes, they invited me to the boat show, but I have to say, still, I wasn't given the real opportunity as to, to be showcased, as I should. I was just there at present, they just mentioned my name and that was it. The boat I did the sailing with, it wasn't present, which took a big chunk or most of the importance out of the publicity and the attention which was supposed to be given or drawn in that perspective. In 2006, I remember Jimmy Bristol, he was the commentator. He was I believe he is still part of it. And I was on the Grand Beach there. I saw him. He had the microphone in his hand, and I thought, well, let me go see what he's going to say to me, I went down to him, and I said, hi, Jimmy, how you doing? He just looked at me and said, hi, and that was it. And the fact remains that I know for a fact that he knows, because when I went to register for the sailing festival in 2006, he was the one that gave me a ride down to True Blue. Okay. So it's not like he didn't know. And a lot of other influential people, they see me, they know me, and they just pass me by. Okay. Some of them look at me and they don't even say hello. And but something I have to be, I was been reminded of. A lot of people do that, which is I wouldn't say it's sad, but it's tragic. A lot of people remind me that, hey, remember where you came from. You don't have a family name. And look at your skin color and this other thing, and history shows it is evident, in that in moving along on the whole scenario there, it is evident, and which is really sad because my sailing, when I took off in 2016, I stepped out to break barriers in every way, and given on the scant support I had and resources, I did go and I did do it. So I've proved that it could be done despite a lot of things. But given the true support, it could be done, and would be able to reflect and create the atmosphere, the investment, the educational, the learning, the jobs in every aspect that it needs to do.
Okay.
So this is where it is very necessary and very important for the input of the people. You know, it's a good platform to come together. I've spoken to the Honorable Prime Minister Deacon. I've given him a proposal for support funding. I've spoken to him about Sailing School Workshop, want to set up. That's the end goal, the initial end goal of all the sailing. So it's not like just me sailing and getting all the accolades and just, you know, go and live a happy life. No, I want to be a part of development and success. I hate to say underprivileged, but youths on the whole, because I was an underprivileged one just the same, but through everything I faced the odds, and to God be the glory, I did achieve. You know, I didn't allow all the ills and all the name calling and the dread circumstances to keep me down.
So let me ask you this, right? The journey that you're about to embark on, you said in May. What does it require? What sort of support do you need to make to initiate that journey?
There are three major aspects. Financial, which would be taking care of provisions, repairs, canal fees, because they would have to pay the Suez Canal for entry, passage, the Panama Canal for passage, then docking fees. Then you have the part of media coverage. I need to be able to support my social media platforms, pages. To boost that, you have to spend some finances. Then you need media connection, media coverage, which the Tourism Authority, I hope they can be able to come on board and will be able to provide, because of they would have the network, the capable network, to be able to provide that. Also, the financing sector will be able to support satellite communication, which will be the most integral part of the journey in terms of people can follow, and I can be able to communicate with people live, and people will be able to track me and follow the whole journey. Yeah. Then, with that, the finances, boat repairs, need quite a few repairs done. The boat would need bottom job done to paint the bottom. And we'll be ready. So with the proper financing, in a matter of months, that could be put together. It doesn't take long. Okay.
And in your opinion, based on experience and so forth, a journey like that from a humble Grenadian, how much do you think it means or can mean for Grenada?
It means everything for Grenada. It is by large a new, a new era, a new entry towards achievement, development, and success for Grenada in that perspective. Because you look at all other countries, they have somebody who did something, I'm talking about like a daring feat in that manner, or real great invention. We've had people who done things before that have been transformative, revolutionary, revolutionize or lives and stuff like that. But this one is of a magnitude to really showcase Grenada to the world. The world is, Grenada is going to grasp the world's attention. Yeah, it will grasp the world's attention, because especially when the platform is created, that someone from that small island has, I mean, the guts, to take that feat, because it's not an easy feat, basically. Not only just because of sailing, but the composure, the mindset, the courage, the strength, the determination to continue to be going, because you're going to have to face a lot. Okay. One of the things of in the Azores, I've met a lot of experienced sailors sailing for 40, 50 years, and they told me they would never sail alone. They look at me and they told me, "Hey, you're crazy," Well, I didn't say much about it, because I've always been told I was crazy growing up, and now I see where the madness took me. It took me to a great high level, that I can use it to help others create the atmosphere, the platform, the avenue, the circumstance, the situation, the opportunities for others to follow. And as Mr. Dangote said, the sky is the limit. And I'm happy to the fact that the Honorable Deacon Mitchell is a visionary. I would say I'm a visionary also, because in my life of moving around, working, I've always been able to put things in place, make things work, make things happen when, there's a...
When the need arises.
Yeah, when the need arises, yeah.
Okay. Well, we want to wish you all the best, and as your journey gets closer, I expect that you will revisit us and let us know that, hey, Corporate Grenada, the government through various agencies has they pumped money into my mission, because in the final analysis, when Joel Mark does well on the world scene, Grenada does well.
Exactly.
And in recent times, we've seen a lot of resources being pumped into marine tourism and so forth. So I am of the opinion that some people, some entities will want to be identified with your mission.
Exactly, and this is for me. It would be a highlight for me. It would be a very proud moment, because I want to carry part of Grenada with me.
Don't carry parts. Carry the whole of Grenada.
Well, I'd love to. Well, thank you very much.
Carry the whole of Grenada.
You put it better, because
don't leave me out.
No, I won't. I would. So if I can grab a shoelace from you, I tie it somewhere there. Maybe a pair of socks from somebody there. A hat or something like that. A little trinket from somebody. Give me something. Be a part of something. Because later on, that is going to come back, and you could identify that, and that is going to something to be proud to identify about. Because you look at Michael Jackson. One pair of Michael Jackson glove can auction for $100,000. This sort of thing. I'm not. A lot of people would think, well, I'm looking at there's finances behind it. Because the thing about it is, after that, there's the marketing aspect. Yeah, where when the investment goes in, the marketing aspect, marketing, advertising, whatever business sponsor, their logo is going to be there. Somebody's going to see it, and let me invest in that company. Blah, blah. That is the understanding of the sponsorship and the partnering and everything. Now, a lot of people look at it as like, oh yeah, you're only looking to make money for yourself. Well, it is my job at the same time. That is what I do. Now the fact remains is that then I had the story to write books, which is going to be educational for the youths, and also for other people, inspiring, motivating, and empowering. Then you have make a movie. Why can't we be in that part of the spotlight? And which is going to encourage the young ones and other people to get out there and become their best. And
all right.
What the whole thing is about.
Joel, we want to wish you all the best from here. And like I said, as the journey gets closer to commencement, we expect to have you back, as soon as you are about to make that trip, and give us a sort of synopsis of what you're about to do, where you will be going, and so forth. All right,
I sure will do, because one of the things I need to start doing, but what I mentioned and what is needed, a team is needed. Yes, I will be sailing alone initially, manning the craft alone, but I need a team in terms of teamwork. team to be able to manage the social medias, manage other things, take care of other things, from that perspective. So a team needs to be put together, and which is important. And I'd love to see a team. I don't know why we cannot work together, make a team.
Definitely,
yeah,
we will do. So, folks, don't get up as yet. Congratulations in advance, and we will speak with you subsequently. Folks, I've been speaking with Joel Mark. He is a Grenadian sailor. He has sailed the Northern Atlantic solo, and he's about to embark on a world tour solo. He's soliciting the support of a team that can do his social media and all the logistical work. So if someone wants to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
Yeah, I got my WhatsApp +1242 825 7906. That's my WhatsApp. My local number is 421 7719. You can look me up on Facebook, Joel Mark, on Instagram, official Captain Jex, on YouTube, official Captain Jex also. Again, you will find me there, and also on YouTube I'll be posting some footage of my last journey, which was never been showed before. I will be doing some of that, and the social media is very important in terms of like YouTube. If when I get the amount of people, then I'll be able to generate some cash, will also create the financial support. Yeah, so this is my platform where you're going to be able to find me on.
Okay, Joel, thank you very much, and like I said, this is continuous. Folks, we'll take a quick break. We're very busy this morning. We'll be back with more guests on the flip side of this commercial break.
Thank you, Bob.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 24 minutes on to 8 o'clock. It's the conversation continuing. And as I told you, this morning is very busy. I've got Love Fest is in the house. How you do?
Oh, good. Good morning.
You bring it on again.
Yes.
And this time you bring more love with you.
Of course, of course.
I see a good, I wouldn't say old, a long-time friend, Bosco, and a daring lady here, Miss
Savory.
Savory, okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. Good morning.
And Bosco, as the Trinis would say, you still have throat, man.
I would like to believe so.
Yeah, you're still at it. We're here for Love Fest. Missy, I'm seeing a whole set of calypso things in a bottle here. And, what's up? What's it all about?
Oh, boy. Good morning, everyone. Crystalline Washington here. Today, I've brought with me Tamara Savory from the Girl Guides Association, as well as Bosco Samuel from Calypso Wine. And they're also going to be part of Love Fest this Saturday. So they will be doing various things. We'll talk about it. But Love Fest is a one-day festival this Saturday, the 15th of February at Quarantine Point Recreational Park. And we're celebrating love in all its forms. So whether it's self-love, love between friends, among family, among that, with that special someone, we're celebrating that through music, food, drinks, activities like chocolate making, candle making. You can get your photos done, get some lovely spots for those picture perfect moments at Quarantine Point. Live band performances by Ajamo, Boise and the Bad Squad Band. We have Pan Wizards. We also have Cole Baldio and Solid the Band, plus DJs. So it's quite an extravaganza, really, from 5 p.m. on Saturday.
But, Missy, all these things you say, they sound like a festival that's supposed to have a multiplicity of days.
Correct, and
how do you put all of this into one?
Because I'm a magician, you understand?
I realize. So you have to be.
And maybe in the future we do expand to multiple days, but for now we're keeping it between 5 p.m. to 2 a.m., which gives you enough time to eat twice, eat 3 times, make chocolate, buy a rose. You'll find out more about that. And really just take in the beauty of Quarantine Point and celebrate with each other.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So I hear this thing about a rose, and I see you carrying one in your hair already. Missy, you're one kind of person, Yeah. Tell us about this rose thing. You hear my good friend from Red Cross.
From Girl Guides. Red Cross will be there as well for safety. So you're on theme.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yes. So, good morning, Grenada. Carrico and PT Martinique.
The rest of the world.
Absolutely, everybody. Good morning to everyone. And if it's afternoon or evening, that's time of greeting for you as well.
You too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good that to you.
Yeah, so it's our pleasure, the Girl Guides Association of Grenada, celebrating 100 years of guiding in Grenada. Bloop, 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 all of the shenanigans. And one of the initiatives that we're so happy to partner with Love Fest is A Rose for a Home. This is the second year that we are selling roses during Valentine's Day. And on the 15th, we're going to have a booth. And the roses are going to be $35 for a single rose, well packaged. You can even have a little card to write a little secret, note on it, showcasing your love. As well as we're going to have packages with the roses and chocolate for $60. So it's not only a showcase of love to whether it is yourself or to friends or to a romantic partner. It's also, as you are purchasing the rose, you're showing love for country. Girl Guiding is all about service. We've been doing it for 100 years, since 1925.
Service. Yeah, I always wondered, as a little boy growing up, I was in the pioneer group.
Oh.
You understand? You wouldn't understand that. Bosco will. All right? That's more militant. But I always tried to figure out, where I went to school at the Tivoli IRC, I think we had the Girl Guides there as well. But what is the Girl Guides all about?
Okay, so we're actually the largest girl oriented and female-led organization, volunteer organization. So it's all volunteers. We have the tiny rainbows, 3 years, 5 years in the daycare, the way the colors of the rainbow. We have the brownies. We have about 1,000 brownies. So they're in the brown dress and the yellow tie. Then from that, you graduate into Girl Guides. That's the blue dress, similar to the shade that I'm wearing with the tie. We have Rangers from Form 3, and then we have Young Leaders at TAMCC. So right now, we have over 2,000 girls and young women as part of our organization. So it's about service there are 3 parts of our promise. Promise to do my best, to do my duty to God, and to serve my country. So that is what we're teaching our girls about service. You do your best, you love God, and you do the best that you can for each other.
Is there a male counterpart to that grouping?
Yes, so that would be the Boy Scouts.
Okay.
That would be the Boy Scouts.
Because
yes.
I ask that because ever so often the boys, the males are left out, and then later on down the road you realize you all have to spend a lot of money to rehabilitate the men and stuff, because you all of them, the men, I some, not people like me and Bosco, you know what I'm saying? No.
Of course not.
You all have to come up to meet us still.
Yes,
of
absolutely.
Course, lovely. We pull them up. Okay?
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, but they are our fellow brothers. Yeah. So whenever we have activities, we partner with them, and we're always there to support them, even as they cushion their own organization.
And how enthusiastic was your group to partner with Love Fest?
Oh, absolutely. Now, actually, I have been looking up to Missy for a bit of time. Absolutely. There was, a few years ago, there was some project I was doing, I think, for one of my second degree, and something came up, and it was something related to her, so I had to study her a little bit. So I'm a little bit starstruck being here, I'm trying very much to, to keep it together, But we're so excited to be part of this festival.
I've students and sat along with Missy on numerous occasions. I never realized you were that tall, that so many people look up to you.
I literally didn't realize either. But I'm
Bosco, my good friend, cultural icon, and all of that. You fell off the map of my map for a while. I haven't heard or seen you in quite a number of years, but as a matter of fact, because of the long locks that you're wearing, I almost didn't wake you out this morning.
Oh, I've graduated a little bit. Well, thanks for all the great compliments that you just gave me.
Rastaman.
I am not so sure that I qualify, but since it's Independence time and we're getting awards.
Yeah, you'll take it.
I take it, man.
Yeah. You deserve more.
I'm kind of jealous of those people that got awards, so thanks.
As a matter of fact, next year I'm going to talk to Jackie, Alexis, and so forth, and Kelvin Jacobs and the guys, and ensure that your name is on that list next year, because you deserve it. It will be meritorious.
I would not like to participate in such conversations. That's for people who are high esteem and actually deserve.
As the Bajans would say, left it up to me.
Yeah, left it up to me. But I would like to tell you about Calypso. Sorry, I didn't want to preempt your...
No, go right ahead, because that's where I was going. I know you're a Calypso and a musical icon, hence the reason why your name has to be on the awardees list next year. But you are so prolific at what you do that you have a wine named Calypso.
Yes, Calypso, 3 words.
Tell us about it.
Calypso wine is a product that was inspired during COVID. Okay. And it's a funny story. Well, it may not be funny, but it is a story nevertheless. Went to a particular beach during COVID when you were allowed to go to the beach, found some sea grapes. Took all that I could carry, went home, made wine. Then during the breaks that you can, when you can move around during COVID, when the curfew were lifted, people come to see if I'm okay. I went to see if people were okay. So when they come, we take a drink of the sea grape wine. But I find they come in regular. Yeah, I mean, and I find it's the same people coming over and over.
So something was
So I say,
common denominator there. Is that you didn't like so much? Is the wine?
I figured that. So I say, listen, if you want to drink wine, you have to buy wine from no one.
Yeah.
And I was joking, but you know, people actually came to buy wine.
Really?
Yeah, and I was encouraged by a lot of friends and relatives, etc., that the wine tastes good, it looks good, so probably you should share it with other people.
Come pass me a bottle of this, let me show. You know, folks, this, Bosco stepped into the studio, and I looked at it, and when I saw the name, I thought it was synonymous with Bosco. But then when I looked at the branding and the packaging of it, I said, I thought it was Bosco. I thought it was a local wine. But then, no, this can't. And then it dawned on me that, hey, get out of that mindset that if it looks good, it has to be foreign. You must be commended with this. I mean, you did all this here?
All this right here in Grenada. The only thing we didn't make was the bottle and the caps.
Wow.
But the bottles are recycled because we are trying to be a green company.
Okay, what's the name of the company?
EMX Spirits.
That sounds like algebra. Explain that. That sounds like an algebraic equation.
Are you familiar with trafficking?
From Trinidad to Grenada, the boats going down and yes.
My grandmother used, well, let me speak in Grenadian language.
Yes.
My grandmother used to be a trafficker.
Okay.
And she sent goods to Trinidad to her mother, which is my great grandmother.
Right.
I'm not related to all those popular people
okay.
in Grenada. I'm not related at all. Her name was Elizabeth Mitchell.
You one of those.
So the brand name was, what is a brand name? The trade name was EMX.
And the X was for?
Well, EMX.
Excellent work.
Excellent. There you go. So that was the trade name. So it was EMX.
Okay.
So in keeping with that tradition, I decided to call the company EMX Spirit.
That's nice. And where is EMX based?
A cafe in St. George's. Mm-hmm.
How long have you been doing that? Just during COVID?
Yeah, just during COVID.
2020 thereabout?
Yeah. Just that long time.
What has the market response been thus far?
I do not want to give you an idea because you might be after my bank account.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Put it this way. I sound like the IRS.
Yes. Put it this way. It's a small company.
Okay.
And the response has been tremendous. When I go, I do wine tasting so people can be introduced to the product. And when I'm doing sales, about 85 to 95% of the people who taste
come to buy.
Will buy.
Now, you know, this folks, and I'm using this for promotion for Grenada. In recent times, I'm seeing a lot of local companies, homegrown companies, that have taken that international approach. Over the Christmas holidays, we had Sweet Surprise Punch a Creme, and I've been promoting it, and I've been to New York not so long ago, and people were asking me about, you know, the Punch a Creme and the branding, the packaging. It is so professional that I hope that you all are giving this product all the mileage that it deserves. And not just the product, but the people behind the product as well, because sometimes you push the product and the people that create the product get left behind.
That's okay. That's okay. Mm-hmm. That's okay. The product is the most important.
All right. We are going to talk. As a matter of fact, I'm going to designate a day when I can bring in some local manufacturers to expose good, because hadn't you come here, I wouldn't have known about this. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, how?
And there's so many different flavors too, which is the most amazing thing.
Yeah. And it's all from grape?
No.
No. These wines are not made from grape. Well, I must correct myself. There is a sea grape. This one is made from the sea grape. The one you're holding is made from jamun or Java plum. All the fruits are grown in Grenada. There is the mango, hibiscus, hawk plum, governor plum.
Bosco, listen to me.
Tambran.
Banana.
Let's say no more.
Basically, come to Love Fest to experience the wine.
Let's say no more on this. I am going to designate a day where I can bring as many of our local small producers, manufacturers. So that's it. How did Calypso get coincided with Love Fest?
Boy, that is...
I could see it on your face.
Yeah.
It was a love encounter.
It's still a love encounter. And a love that I cannot be divorced from. The thing is, wine and Valentine's, wine on special occasions, they are married. So you think special occasion, you think wine. You think Valentine's, you think even more wine. And when there's love...
Don't say that. That might sound inappropriate on my program. When there is love, there is wine. Don't say that. Don't say that.
That sounds like a Calypso boy.
It's on this year to win the crown again.
Yeah, so give us, I mean... This is, Missy, this is, I am telling you, as we said last week, this cannot be a one-off. No. Because I am certain that after these conversations that we're having, and people come to Quarantine Point on Saturday and have that experience, your phones will go crazy. They would start asking for 2 Valentine's Day, or maybe you'd have to find another date in which you can have a love fest.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I must also give credit to Lashington Agencies that is responsible for coming up with the design and the name.
Who happens to be Lashington Agencies? Who's the backbone behind that?
The backbone behind Lashington Agencies? I think it's a young lady called Chrislyn Lashington.
Papa, you're telling me?
Who is that?
I feel honored to be sitting next to you. All right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk to the GM and say, listen, I want Chrissy back on the set on mornings with me, you know, because I want to feel important. I mean, amidst the humor in this, you know, I wish that as a people, holistically we get to realize that we have what it takes. We can be self-contained here. I mean, of course, there are a few things that we will have to bring in, and if you press us enough, we could make it.
Exactly.
You understand? But I really want Grenadians to become self-aware that we have it. We really do.
What was the mantra at the end of the display for independence? Greatness is in every Grenadian.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And I truly believe that.
Come on. I mean, imagine all this local stuff, you know, coming together. And there isn't one foreign act.
I'd love Fest, that's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
The candles we're making are local. The chocolates we're making are
morning.
local. Yeah, it's that type of experience.
I have a challenge to Aaron. Do not come to Love Fest and leave Rastiba and his wife home. Ensure they are there. They are going to give the Grenadian people a taste of the real McCoy as it relates to... I'm not saying Aaron isn't good, but I'm certain Rastiba and his wife would have taught him a thing or two in the chocolate making.
Yeah. And they're actually you're grinding your cocoa beans to make your chocolate.
You remember last week I showed off my muscles?
Yeah, man. I hope you've been working out.
No, I haven't been working out lately. I've been working out my mind. But as a little boy growing up, ever so often, Mommy and I we patch the cocoa in the iron pot, then we shell it, and it was my responsibility to grind it, and sometimes I would help in making the, we used to make some long ones, sometimes, so it's Love Fest is going to be awesome.
Thank you. We're excited for it. People can get their tickets now. We're releasing our lineup, and we have the menus available, so it's going to be a great, great event.
Somebody wants to say hi. Let's just, I guess it's Bosco, because they saw us with us already.
Yeah, I think so.
Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning to you, Doc.
Welcome.
And good morning to your guest.
Good morning.
Listening to the whole interaction there, but particularly the product, the wine, you made a statement there that caught me. We have it. We can do it. Let me tell you something. We have all that it takes to be great. We don't have to beg. We don't have to even go to the IMF and the World Bank for monies. We have everything here to make our monies. But you know what is the problem? The rhetoric in the politics. That is what is holding back Grenadians. We are not being pushed or given the opportunities to be what we should. And I hope the day will come when the politics, the rhetoric in the politics will go, and we can push our people to exactly where they want to go, because we can do it. Hats off to you people. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bosco, someone is saying, is there a number to get in touch with this gentleman for the wine?
Oh, definitely. It's 419 9975.
And Calypso, is it?
Calypso Wine. You can find it on Facebook, Instagram, and maybe calypsowine.com.
How do you find the wine on Facebook and Instagram? Is the supermarkets that to find it? Could I go on Facebook now and order and yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You tied me up there. I'm so glad I broke you up this morning.
You on your own with that too?
We're running out of time, Missy, because we still, folks, let me tell you early in advance, we're we're forfeiting the BBC this morning because I've got the folks from OECS Pearl that will come on right after Chrissy. Yeah, so tell us, let's wrap up.
Yes, of course. I know you're eager to find out about tickets where you can come and experience the roses as well as Calypso Wine and all the other things we have at Love Fest. So you can get your tickets at Grenadian Optical in Melville Street, St. George's, as well as at Spiceland Mall in Montrouge. You can go online and buy those tickets right now as well on go2fet.com. That is GO2FETE.com, as well as Eventbrite. So you can get those tickets now. It's $100 if you're buying one ticket. It's $180 if you're buying tickets for two. We have parking available as well if you wish to reserve parking at Quarantine Point. We have a shuttle service so you can park and ride. So you can park at Quarantine for free as well as reserve a spot, or you have the option to park at the Grenada Youth Center or Spiceland Mall. We have a shuttle service going to Quarantine Point as well. But most importantly, you can visit our website for all the information. Our website is www.yourlovefest.com. So yourlovefest.com, and you see on the screen we've been flashing the layout, the lineup, the schedule, the menus. So all of that is available on our website, so you can get information. And if you wish to get in touch with us, the number is 405-2255. So that's 405-2255.
Chrissy, I challenge you and your organizers to decentralize next year as well. All right? I invite you to the beautiful parish of St. Andrew.
Okay.
And to that village of Seamoon in St. Andrew. Ooh. You bring it to the Greens. Bosco can come there. He can still get some of the local grapes. All right? Come and visit it before and tell me if it's not worth an attempt.
Why not? Why not? I'm open to it. Yeah.
Why not St. David's? Why not St. John's?
Different years.
Why not St. Mark's?
Different years, different
Don't
places.
try to.
I am originally from Grenville.
That is what it
But no.
I'm
a St. David man now. So obviously I would like to bring it up in what's the name of that place up?
Lassages.
On top of the hill up there.
On top of the hill?
Apertut?
No, Apertut is my hometown.
Wait, Tibaid?
No, I'm talking right alongside Lassages past there. They build a sort of, we have a Lancer pins in
okay.
PT.
Oh, PT
something. Not PT Esperance. Any case, we'll get it right. But Bosco, parting words.
Okay, you can find the wine at the Outlet. It's a new store in the Galleria Mall in Grand Anse. You can find it at Andel's, Foodland, at the supermarket is Pharmacon. And Airport. And we also have, if you're traveling and you want to travel light,
okay,
3 ounces, you can stick it into your carry-on,
or even your purse. It's so
or even
small.
your purse. It's like lipstick. What's
the alcohol by volume content?
The alcohol by volume content vary depending on the flavors.
Okay.
It's range from 8.9 to about 12.
Do you have any that is made by PCJ, pure cane juice?
No.
Okay, so I still have to head up north a little after Lapo Tree.
Of course.
The fact that you call it PCJ.
Pure cane juice.
Did you just make that up?
I love RPCJ. The River Antoine Pure Cane Juice.
Yep.
Good, lovely. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you for being with us this morning. It's unfortunate that Saturday is right around the corner, so I'm not going to see you again until you have made up your mind that we're going to the Greens for the next Love Fest next year.
Right.
And maybe somewhere in between we'll find another celebration date that we can, because Love Fest needs to spread. Love once a year. Who does that?
Every day.
Thank you very much. Chrissy, I applaud you for doing the things like that. I could see that you love your country. Not more than me. Veronica Sandy says, love Missy Chrissy.
Big up yourself, Veronica. Big up yourself, Lydia. Thank you so much. We are definitely doing it because we love our country. Yeah. We love our people. And, Love Fest is definitely here to stay.
Ladies, I didn't hear a pattern word from you.
Absolutely. And I just want to plug in that there would not only be red roses. Those are traditional. You can also have pink roses.
Okay.
You can purchase yellow roses, or also there's this mixed hue that is a bit of an orange that you can purchase as well.
I'm seeing a bias. I didn't hear anything about a green rose. Why are you living out green?
The leaves are green. The leaves are green.
Everybody living out green these days. What's wrong with you? Folks, let's not go there. Okay?
Next year is Bougainvillea.
I love that.
Missy, Kirsty, and the team, thank you very much for dropping by. We will see you on Saturday.
On Saturday, 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Quarantine Point for Love Fest.
Folks, we take that break. As I said earlier, we're not having the BBC. When I come back after the commercial break, I've got the folks from the OECS Pearl. See you on that time.
Grenada Love Fest is coming. Saturday, February 15th will be buzzing. Quarantine Point Recreational Park is the place where you surrender. Are you ready for the ultimate celebration of love? Saturday, February 15th, Love Fest takes over the breathtaking Quarantine Point Recreational Park from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Live band performances from Boise and the Bad Squad Band, Ajamo, Cole Baldio, Solid the Band, Pan Wizards, plus DJ Danny, Mr. Cheeks, and Fearless Kevon. Indulge in chocolate making, candle making, outdoor dining, Latin Latin dancing, Cupid's Playground, a singles mixer, beauty bar, Love Fest shop, and a cocktail and drinks bar. Get your tickets now, just $100 for one, $180 for two, at Grenadian Optical, Melville Street and Spiceland Mall, Eventbrite, or GoToFet.com. Or pay more at the door. Visit www.yourlovefest.com for updates or follow at Your Love Fest on social media. See you at Love Fest, Saturday, February 15th at Quarantine Point Recreational Park.
Get so much more with Courts Ready Finance, whether it's a furniture upgrade or appliance replacement. It's easy when you shop using Courts Ready Finance. Get more flexibility by choosing your payment terms, more affordability with low monthly payments, and more access with fast and easy application. Plus, there's no down payment and you make your first payment in 30 days. Get great deals and gifts with select purchase. Get so much more with Courts Ready Finance, only at Courts, bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting, and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
Unlocking opportunities, Excel leads the way in digital advancement every single day. Fair internet access for all to share. Transparent billing with consumer care. Excel through the easy bill, safeguarding our rights. Net neutrality, consumer protection shining bright. Mobile number portability available to you. Switch providers seamlessly. Keep the number true. Excel through the easy bill, promoting fair play in the digital world. Every single day, affordable services are important for all. Through the EC bill, there'll be progress overall. Ectel and the NTRCs connecting our communities. Ectel and the NTRCs, digitally transforming our space together.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 9 minutes after 8 o'clock. As I promised this morning, it's going to be a busy morning, and it has been. I'm joined by some representative from the Ministry of Education, the Early Childhood Education Department, of course. Their supervisors, Ms. Karen Worm and Claire Adams, and they're here basically to talk on a forum that's coming up, an OECS forum on early childhood education, and also Over previous weeks, we've been talking to representatives from the OECS Pearl and the introduction of a revamped curriculum for the OECS region and so forth. So that is going to be the central point of our conversation this morning. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Nice. You all sound very harmonious. All right. So you all are both attached to the Ministry of Education and the Early Childhood Education Department.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes.
How is early childhood in Grenada on a whole doing? Are you satisfied with how our children are being handled in the early stages, the formative stages of their lives?
I would want to say yes.
Okay.
That our early childhood schools are doing pretty well. We focus on a very awesome curriculum, the high school curriculum, and it's very holistic. It takes care of the holistic child, the physical development, social emotional literacy, language and communication, numeracy.
Oh, the spiritual.
And the spiritual. Okay. It's all embedded in as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're satisfied that we're doing, as a country, we're doing well with our early childhood education program?
Yes, we are, because we have access. The children have access to pre-primary education. We have 62 preschools that parents throughout the country that parents have access to, and access is important.
Okay. Really lovely. Ms. Adams?
Well, I support what my colleague has just said, and I know that Grenada is one of the leading, if not the leading country in the promotion of early childhood standards in the OECS.
As it relates to the physical structure of the early childhood institutions, the schools, I know OECS Pearl has been doing a lot of work, not just with the theoretical aspect of it, the policies and so forth, but even the infrastructural development of some of the institutions. Have they impacted your early childhood schools?
Yes, they have. They have. Okay. Even one of my schools, my school in my district, District 6, have recently been refurbished, expanded through the Pearl in collaboration with the government of Grenada, and that's the New Hampshire preschool. So on January 6th, they handed over a newly refurbished school to the collaboratively. They would have spent over close to $500,000. So the school has a new cafeteria or lunchroom. They have
I prefer the cafeteria. Yes. It sounds better. That's outdated. Yes. The school has a cafeteria.
Well, to bring it down to basic, right? Right. So they don't sell things, so that's why I qualified and say a lunch. Yes, a lunchroom. Okay. But yes, and so the government of Grenada was responsible for that part, but the Pearl program was responsible for procuring the resource materials. So they have new resource materials, and part of the high school curriculum which they use calls for active participation, and you must have materials and choices of materials. So we are so happy, I am so happy, especially being part of that district, to see the children with all the new play materials that would enhance the quality of the learning. And the Pearl also provided a new play area. Well, they didn't really have an outside area, so now they have an outside area where they can play and have play equipment and so for that area, this is a really big deal for the New Hampshire Woolwich area, because what we find is that many of the parents in that area take their children to preschool outside. And
some of them who could afford it go to the private schools and so on.
So now that there's this brand new, well, not brand new, but there's the extension and, the whole refurbishment, the school looks so, more enhanced now. We're hoping that it would attract the parents, that they will be back their children, and those who planning to go will stay within their own community and appreciate what they have.
No, I applaud that initiative as it relates to the human resource personnel. It's nice to have a big, nice building, but the HR aspect of it, the teachers, the caregivers for the youngsters and so forth. How are we doing in that department?
For New Hampshire in general?
In general.
Okay.
I think we're doing great because the ministry, of course, employ both teachers. We have cleaners for the school. The majority of the schools has a cleaner. If the Ministry of Education doesn't employ them, the school employ them with whatever assistance, financial assistance that they receive from government. And also teachers, we have enough trained teachers, and where they are not trained, we now have a program where the Ministry of Education is doing orientation sessions for new teachers
for the early childhood,
yes, in order that to started yesterday.
Yeah. Because that it's a way different ball game dealing with the toddlers coming up in the formative years to when they enter the primary school and secondary school.
Well, of course, the refurbishment deals with or focuses on quality, right? And this is what the POR promotes, and of course, the Ministry of Education promotes. This is what we want. We want our children to have awesome outcomes, and as a result of that, the refurbishment would not just the refurbishment of the buildings, but providing of the materials and training of the teachers enables that quality.
Which leads me to my next question or my next prompt. How do you think, from a futuristic standpoint, in more investment in the early childhood sector of our education system, how do you think it will impact generations to come?
Of course. Listen, this is our foundation.
Right.
And the early years matter.
Yes. And the quality of education that the young ones receive enables the building of a better education system. So as you provide that quality at the foundation and they go up and it continues building into the primary and into the secondary, of course you will see that our nation would be more enhanced.
Right. And that is love for me. That is happiness for me. That's what I want to see, because I can still remember some of my primary school teachers by name. Whenever I meet them, I greet them lovingly still, because that's how important and how deep they impacted me. Teacher Madeline Dikoto. I went to Tivoli RC School.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Miss Toussaint. Miss Maria Charles, she's now Vivek. She's also
yes. She was our curriculum officer.
Yeah, she taught me. She came and taught, did music with us, played the guitar with us, and everything like that. So I say this to say that the powers that we have to understand how important it is to have that great impact on the formative years of the children. So I don't want to just see a set of white elephants going up, nice buildings and all the physical resources, and the human resource to get the work done inside there is lapsed.
And this is why the forum focuses this year on understanding quality and setting goals for EC programming. Yeah. So as our leaders come in, they're given that opportunity to come together and to learn through research, because of course quality isn't that we just come in and say, here, do this, do that, and you will be successful in enhancing the outcomes for our children. But we're taking research, right? It's research based, and so as they gather together in the forum, the face-to-face and virtual forum that we're going to be having both nationally and regionally, they would better understand what the expectations are in terms of quality. What are you going there in the classroom to do as leaders, in not just leading the students but leading your staff on a whole, right? So as the leaders come, they go back and they're going to share with their teachers what those indicators, those quality indicators are, so that they can create that environment to ensure that our students succeed.
And that forum that is tomorrow, it's on tomorrow?
Tomorrow and
Thursday.
It's a 2-day session. 2 days.
It's a 2-day session. Okay, is it in any way pushed by the OECS Pearl?
Yes,
it is part of the OECS.
Part of it.
And that's critical. I mean, hence the reason why whenever the folks from OECS Pearl calls, right away I said yes, because I think there is need, a dire need for the transformation of our education system holistically. All right, not just trying to get our secondary and tertiary students to go to universities, but ensuring that the foundation is well built and well set. And a couple of weeks back, I had the principal of the Concord Government School, and he was explaining how much the OECS Pearl has impacted teaching for his teachers through the curriculum
and assessment.
You know, and it's imperative that we take that approach. Really.
It is because it promotes the goals of the Grenada National Development Plans.
Nice.
You know, part of the plan is to, promote quality education and increase access to education.
And not only that too, but also use of our local and regional resource personnel.
Yes.
You know, I don't want my child and my grandchildren to have to read and study and cram, as we used to say, what year Christopher Columbus came to Grenada. How significant is that to us now, to them? We have more local and regional modern history. Like, tell me who's the president of CWI, and who is this, the OECS Secretary General and things. These sort of things, more
our own local history and culture.
So
that's part of the national goals, educational goals for Grenada as well. So what the Pearl is doing is really promoting those goals, enhancing the quality of education.
Okay, so
with a focus on strengthening leadership and management, and of course you touched base on the curriculum and assessment, and we with our focus on early childhood, we're not just looking at quality, but we're also looking at quality, equitable access. To not just early childhood, but special needs. Special needs, which is very, very, very critical.
Hence the reason why there's a friend of mine, a former classmate of mine, Dr. Julian Ald. She chose not to come on my program twice, and when I meet you one-on-one, we gonna have a dealing, because no one should be left behind. I want to know and I want to hear what is being done for the children with special needs as well. I know that our early learners are taken care of through the early childhood aspect. I know the primary, they're going to go into the secondary aspect eventually. But I want to know what's happening with our children with special needs.
Last year, we had a leadership forum that focused on our special needs. So the focus was autism. That in itself was very awesome, because, as I said, we're looking at equitable access. We're not just looking at those children who are normal, if that's a way to put it, but we are also looking at our children that has needs, special needs.
Special needs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the forum tomorrow and on Thursday, where will it be held?
At the Radisson.
Okay. And is part of it virtual as well?
Part of it will be virtual.
So it will entail teachers and participants from around the region?
Well, the OECS, 4 OECS, although there are 9 members, but they'll be focusing on 4 of the OECS countries are participating members.
Someone wants to join in on the conversation. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Gordon.
Welcome.
And to your guests, I just want to express condolences to the Early Childhood Department on the passing of one of their own, Sister Glenna Douglas from the Grenville Preschool, and to all of the staff, students, and those whose lives she has touched. This lady has dedicated more than 25 years to the profession and to the preschool department, and to that we are eternally grateful. And I say condolences to the family and to all those lives she has touched. Thank you. Have a good day. And to all of the...
Go right ahead. Okay, she cut off prematurely there. All right, I didn't even know Miss Douglas passed.
Yes,
yes.
Part of Mrs. Woon's district.
That's your district?
Yes. That was really a dedicated, committed leader. Wow. It's really hard.
You're not going to cry on my set, okay?
No, it's really heart-rending that she has passed. We really going to lose. We've lost a legend.
Okay.
A great individual.
May her soul rest in peace, and I do hope that the efforts and commitment and so forth that she's put in, there's continuity to it. Someone can come up, maybe not be as good as her, maybe better, or maybe just as good, but in their own way that, there's continuity.
Yes, definitely. She has left behind staff that is really, really good at what they do. Yes, it's a touching time for me because I really loved her as an educator and what she has done for the education system. Because it wasn't just Grenville Pre, but it was she was involved in several other initiatives besides. So.
All right. Let's move from that part of it because it's having some problems there. As we wrap, all right, the forum tomorrow and Thursday, what are you expecting the outcomes to be? What is the aim of the forum? What's the intent?
Well, in terms of the outcome, because we'll be focusing on quality, ECE, Early Childhood Education Programming, and developing goals to enhance these programs, not just ECE, but also SC and SEN, right? Special education needs also. We are expecting that the leaders who will be there from the preschool, and I think the kindergarten teachers will be there as well, to get a better understanding of what is quality early childhood education program. And we're hoping as well that they would be able to critically examine the different features of quality education and related to their context. Okay, we're also hoping to, from the forum, to build a stronger network of community of practice of early childhood educators. To strengthen the leadership, we expect all of that. And when they leave there, they should have developed a strategic plan, an action plan to go back to their workplace and implement these strategies that would enhance the quality of education for early childhood.
And what makes it so interesting for me is that, and exciting, is the fact that this is not just done for Grenada, it's within the OECS, because we keep talking about regional integration and common market and everything like that. So it leads to a sort of standardization.
One voice.
Yeah, and that means a whole lot to me. I really yearned for that, and I'm happy to see it coming.
Yes, and it's just the four: Grenada, Dominica, St. Vincent, and St. Lucia, just four of the OECS countries, because I think they are part of a global funding network.
Right. Okay. Well, all the best with the forum tomorrow and on Thursday, and continue doing what you're doing with our nation's youth, our nation's toddlers. I can see the commitment on your faces. Teachers are not employees, eh? Teachers are nation builders and future shapers. Yeah?
Yes, yeah.
So keep on doing what you're doing, and all the best. Is there anything you'd like to add before we wrap? And stop crying. Yeah, that's it.
Well, we hope that this forum would be the setting stone for continued nation building, because that is what we want. We want to have a nation of competent persons, starting from early childhood, of course.
Okay, lovely. All right. Ms. Adams?
Well, we know that the Ministry of Education, their vision is a resilient education system, that develops global citizens that are lifelong learners and national developers. So we are expecting that our leaders, our ECE leaders, will go out there and enhance the quality of their lesson delivery, support the children in their socio-emotional development, and make use of all the new resources that the Pearl program has been providing for the school, all the leadership training that they are getting and have gotten. We're hoping that they will put all of that in use so that they can start from foundation to build that global citizen that would be involving national development.
So that when we sit in our hammock or rocking chairs, when we're in our sunset years, we feel we can rest comfortably knowing that the children are well taken care of, so we have good leaders now.
Yes, definitely.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you all.
You're
That's it for the
welcome. Thanks for
conversation.
having us.
Well, it's always a pleasure. I mean, I might get fired for it, but anytime OECS Pearl calls,
oh wow,
I'm there.
That's good. That's good.
Right.
Awesome.
Bring
we have an advocate.
Yeah, bring our love back to the entire Pearl team and Dr. Mackenzie. Dr. Mackenzie, good morning. I know she's listening. Folks, that's it for the conversation this morning, an extended version. I do hope that you enjoyed and something that we said meant something to you. That's it. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.